Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another great, super cool radio interview. I'm your host, as always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for tuning in. I got some great guests joining me at this time. In June, they released their debut single entitled Living the Dream. Please welcome Strange Generation.
Oh.
Very nice to have you guys. I'll introduce you guys all real quick. We got Nick on vocals, Sebastian on bass, Brad on guitar, and Jaron on drums.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having us on here.
Yeah.
Of course, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I know we got quite a bit to discuss, obviously, with Living the Dream and everything you guys have been working on, the latest shows you guys have played, and so much more. So I know we got quite a bit to discuss.
Yeah, get into it.
So before we dive into talking about Strange Generation, I want to start with a fun question. So for you guys, if you could have dinner with any two musicians, living or deceased, who would they be?
That's tricky.
That's tough.
It's a brain buster right there.
Any two living deceased?
Yeah.
I'd have to say Slash and probably Robert Plant. Honestly,
Yeah, I gotta pick Dave Grohl, right?
At least Dave Grohl.
I mean, Dave Grohl. That's for sure.
Chris Cornell, you know.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's a
Chris
good one.
Cornell for
Yeah.
sure.
What you got, Nicky?
I Chris Cornell. Love him, or Miles Kennedy.
Very, very, very strong picks. Very solid picks. Miles Kennedy, one of my favorites, so I got to give you points for that one. So, focus on you guys now, Strange Generation. How did you guys come together as a band, and how was the name chosen?
What's good?
Go ahead, Jaron.
Well, Seaback's time over here. We started playing, 15, yeah. And then, along the line, we got Brad. And then we were in the band Alien Carnival for a while with a different guy. And then, things happened with that. So then we found Nicky, and, we continued on as Alien Carnival for a little bit with Nicky. And then, one day we were pretty much just like, we don't really like that anymore. And Strange Generation was just way cooler, So then here we are.
It's kind of an all-encompassing title.
Right? Yeah.
Oh no, right on. I definitely, I definitely been digging what you guys been doing lately, especially with like the new sound. So, like when you guys came together as a band, did you change like your sound, or you kind of carry over from the previous band?
There's a little bit of a hiatus there where it was just us three right here, and in that time I think we kind of just honed in our sound, writing new music, not knowing what would be next, but then eventually finding Nicky, and then he kind of just sort of gelled, and that all came together right then. So yeah, it's kind of a whole new band at that point, which is again why we decided to change up the name.
No, right, I gotcha for sure. So I did want to talk about the debut single, "Living the Dream." How was it writing and recording the single?
Well, that one came out of that hiatus.
Yeah.
That one was written with just the three of us back in that period before Nicky, and then Nicky kind of just came in and nailed it right off the bat.
Jaron's like, I got these lyrics here. Here you go. Let's try it. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
On the writing process, at least.
Yeah, in the writing at least, yeah. There's a big shout out to Jeremiah Pilbeam at White Elephant Records for the recording aspect, because and producing, obviously.
All of it,
Yeah. Definitely just tied everything together that we were missing.
Oh no, for sure. I've interviewed some of the bands who have worked with him, as a producer and recording and stuff. Awesome dude, very very knowledgeable and very huge expert with just the music side and everything. He's truly incredible.
For sure. Yeah.
So Nikki, I'm curious for you. So like coming in, already having the song, pretty much done except for like the vocal, just coming in for the vocal part, like was it a little bit like different for you, or you just like, just going to show up and sing kind of thing?
I just showed up and I sang it. Brad texted me. I was on my way home from the gym. He was like, "Hey man, would you still be interested in auditioning?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "All right, we're jamming right now. If you want to come over," I was like, "I'll be there in 20. Basically, they put the song in front of me, and that was it.
We hired him the same day.
Yeah.
It worked out. So
Oh no, right on. So how many auditions did you hold? Or he was like the only one?
Oh, what?
I think
4?
we did like 3 or 4. Yeah.
About 3.
Yeah.
Not very good auditions.
Oh yeah. Not at all. They were terrible.
You got to go through that, I guess.
Yeah.
To find the hidden gem.
Right.
I mean, when Nicky came along, it was kind of like mind blowing. He came in here and he sang a couple songs, and at the end of it, he left and whatnot, and we all looked at each other and were like, "There's no way this guy's that."
We were like, "Did it just? Did
that just happen?" Or like, are we just like trying to make something that it's not? And it all worked out, and we all like really gelled together. Like we said, we literally hired Nicky that day. We didn't know anything about him or anything that he's about. We just kind of were like, okay, the guy has some pipes, and that's what we need. And we're really thankful and grateful that it all worked out.
Here we are, years later.
Yep.
Never would have thought.
Well, I'm very happy for you guys that everything has been working out so well so far, and I definitely look forward to seeing more from you guys and the way you kind of grow and expand as a band. Now, I did for anyone who like hasn't checked out Strange Generation, Living the Dream. What can they expect like musically and lyrically?
Slimy, grimy rock and roll.
Rock and roll, yeah. I mean,
straight to the point rock.
Yeah.
You know?
Heavy riffs, big drums, all that sort of jazz. Lyrically, though, I think it's kind of,
just trying to be original,
Yeah.
Just trying to be, trying to create art.
No, yeah, for sure, and definitely very much original. I very much dig it. I was the White Elephant sent over the song. I was like, I really dig it because it was unique. It stood out from like a lot of the music submissions I do get every day, and I just like it. It's some really cool rock and roll.
Thanks, dude. I appreciate it.
Of course. So for you, I did want to talk about. Well, actually, I have one more question about the writing and recording side. Then we'll be shifting and talk about the live show for a little bit. So if you guys recorded what you consider to be like the most perfect single, but it was never released, would you be content knowing you recorded it, or would you want it released?
Want it released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah. We've been in this band, before Nicky. I've been in this band for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
About 2 years now.
Mhm.
And they have been in the band before that for 2 years.
It's been a while.
And we have still yet not released any music until this
June, yeah.
Living the Dream. So at least for us, I feel like it's like very important that we get it out there and it's heard, because we've worked very hard, and it's been a long time coming. So yeah, we definitely want it out there to get heard.
No, for sure. I really like that answer. And, for sure, if you can put the time, effort, and money into like recording something, somebody should be able to at least hear it at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
So now I did want to talk about for you guys is the live show aspect for you guys. I know you've been playing some killer shows lately. So I'm curious for you guys, like, how do you determine like a set list for a show?
It gets a little chaotic sometimes, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us,
Like, we should do this, we should do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes we overthink it, And other times
we underthink it sometimes,
And depending like on the length of it too, some songs that we have to, well, at least I have to sing are a little bit harder, so I like to put those towards like the middle. You can't come out with like your ball breakers right off the bat. You kind of have to ease them into it a little bit. You know what I mean? But
It's always a
it
little
all
bit different.
depends.
Show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it fresh.
No, I was just curious. I asked, quite a few bands about that, so I'm just curious for you guys. But going along with that, for you guys, like, do you have a favorite song to perform live?
That's tough.
I think we probably all have one in mind. Maybe not
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's tough.
I feel like lately for me it's been Mud.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's always
fun.
a good live song.
It's hard. Yeah. It's hard to like say because like we only have one out right now, so if we just start like naming off names and everything, like what the fuck are these guys talking about?
Fair enough. All right, so for you guys, do you prepare differently like to perform live compared to recording in a studio?
For sure.
Definitely different vibe.
I don't.
Yeah, I need to go
I
live.
still just have a few drinks and
Yeah.
like I'm playing any other time, you know.
Yeah.
Mentally at least.
Every day show day for me.
Well, yeah, it's always like performance you got to put on. I feel like when you get in the studio though, like once that red light turns on, it's like, at least for me, like, you know, and I know a lot of people, like you start getting in your head, and you start overthinking things. But like what Jaron and Nikki just said, kind of just shutting that out and turning that off and just looking at it like another performance. And you know, so is it different? Maybe. But should you look at it like that? Probably not. You should probably just look at it like it's another day, you're playing it.
You're sitting in your bedroom practicing,
Yeah.
you know, having fun. You know?
Yeah.
I like that. It's a good perspective on that. That way, you know, it is just another thing. You know, it is just another day. It is just another thing to do. But it just, you know, it's slightly different. But you have a very good perspective on it.
I have to say, man, I love the questions. You know,
Yeah,
like this is like
They're
this.
good. They're good.
Yeah, this is
I try. Usually, I have a standard set that I usually try to throw in. But like for every band I interview, I usually try to incorporate some different songs or different questions. And I try to make people think a little bit, or at least have some fun with it, you know, throughout the whole interview.
For sure, yeah.
So another one that I have for you guys. So who are some bands that you want to open for that you have not yet?
A lot of good bands out there right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, for me, Rival Sons, like that would be so cool to open up for Rival Sons.
30 Honey's another one that
That would be sweet.
Kiss would be awesome.
Kiss. I mean,
I love
we're going
Kiss.
there. I mean, let's go Zeppelin.
We're gonna go there.
Right.
We're grateful for the bands that give us the opportunities to open up to them that have a bigger audience and a bigger crowd. You know, so it's very cool, and it means a lot to us to be asked for some of the shows that we've been asked to play.
Mhm.
But that's I don't know. I mean, anybody under the sun, you know.
Okay.
anybody who's come call, probably come answer.
Yeah. We'll play.
No, hey, right on. Got some great answers in there. Another, you know, and a lot of different. I know you guys have had some opportunities to interview, to open for some, quite a few different bands. So I was just curious if there was any like on your list. But it sounds like you guys just show up and rock, and I very much respect that.
Yeah.
So, well, I don't got too much more to talk about for you guys. So I do have one wacky question I will be throwing in, and then we'll start closing this interview out. So for you guys, what are 3 things that are guaranteed to be in your refrigerator at home?
Milk. Cheese. That's a different fridge.
That's the garage.
That's the garage fridge, bro. Come on.
Are we talking about the kitchen fridge or the garage fridge? Like, what are we talking
Well,
about?
Hey, it's at your home. You can pick either one you want.
Well, yeah, I always got some brew in the garage. Then. Yeah, I always got beer.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, I like beer. I like cheese is good. Good Kobe Jack cheese is nice. You gotta have some chicken. I like chicken. You know, chicken. You know, that's always good. Throw in there, nice dinner.
You gotta have some good condiments. You have some good hot sauce.
Right? Oh yeah,
Barbecue
that's
sauce. Whatever sauce may be. There's always a good sauce.
Oh, I guess it's me. Probably chicken breast, sweet potatoes, and eggs.
Yeah, there you go. I'm
All
calling
right, very, all right, very good. Sounds way too healthy with all that stuff, other than the beer. All right, so what are like the rest of the plans looking like for Strange Generation? How are you guys going to close out 2023, and do you have any plans for 2024?
Well, I just got back from White Elephant Records today, working on another tune. So those are definitely going to keep rolling.
Yeah, as the months go on, until
Yeah,
the year,
for sure.
Dropping a few more singles.
Yeah.
Maybe looking after the new year, maybe working towards an album or an EP.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit up in the air right now.
Yeah,
For sure.
and definitely still rocking too.
Yeah,
Also
definitely
great.
shows, yeah.
Right.
playing.
Right on. I definitely look forward to hearing more new music from you guys. Very much enjoyed Living the Dream. It's currently out, available on all the platforms. Make sure to check it out. So as I'm closing out this interview, where are the best places to find Strange Generation online?
You just go to strangegeneration.com. That's our website. I have links to all our socials as well as all our shows, etc.
Very good. I will drop some links for Strange Generation in the description of this podcast. Guys, I had a great time chatting with you guys. Look forward to rocking out with you guys live, hopefully sometime in a future show.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course. For Strange Generation, I'm your host always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching and listening to Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.